Hey guys, this is Sir Robert here, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how to make a clan and how to keep a successful clan. No one's ever talked about that. At least I haven't seen any videos about that. And people ask me all the time is how do you how do you make a successful clan and how do you keep a successful clan going? Well, I'll tell you. For me, the first thing started is I'll tell you a little of my story. I started in Clash of Clans in a clan with Jared. Um, he was the leader of the clan. I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm telling you, I was terrible. Uh, how Jared didn't kick me out's beyond me. I was awful. I would go and try to a 3-star base that was already 3-starred. I just didn't understand how clan wars worked. I was a Town Hall 4, Town Hall 5. I 3-star the bases, but I wouldn't get stars for the clan. Um, and Jared had a successful clan. When he was running that clan, we won. I was in about 5, 6 wars maybe with him. We won every war. I mean, he was really, really solid, um, and we had a solid clan. The old leader came back. The old leader, he started a new war. We lost the war. Um, I probably contributed to that loss. I probably didn't do well as far as I attacked base that were already attacked, um, and he decided he was going to make that clan a level 40 or level 50 and above clan. I wasn't level 40 or 50, whatever it was. He kicked me. Jared wasn't level 40 or 50, whatever it was. Jared left, but I had an email from Jared. So as soon as I was kicked, uh, sometime later that day, Jared quit, and I saw that he started his own clan, and I joined him, and it was just him and I. Um, I was recruiting in the old clan that Jared was originally the leader of. Uh, when I was there. So we had a relationship. We had worked together, and I recruited hard, and we grew that clan very quickly. And again, we won every war when Jared was the leader. So we had that trust, and very quickly we went from just the two of us within a day to having 10. And I'll tell you, of that original 10, I think 5 of those original 10 members are still with us. They've stuck with us all this time since November of 2000 or December of 2014. They've been with us all this time, and a couple guys have left, and I miss those guys. I mean, I miss those guys from our clan. Um, but that's how it started. Is it's if you have a partner, that really helps a lot because to do it alone is very difficult. Um, and those original guys, those original 10, a lot of them worked hard. They really hit the global and really helped us grow. And we had 50, we were up to 50 for a good amount of time, members. Um, and we made a lot of mistakes along the way. But the trust is really the key. And we have people in the clan that Jared knows outside of Clash of Clans. Chris the Invisible Man and Mikey. And realistically speaking, the the go-to guys in our clan are those guys. Those are our guys that are really there, solid, no matter what. Those are our key guys. Who those guys have to be friends outside of Clash of Clans, and I'm friendly with these guys. Being with them now for 5 to 7 months in Clash of Clans. But that's for us, that's the key. Is we're a really tight group. Uh, we war hard together. We're all really friendly, and I love the guys in my clan. Most of these guys, well, not most of them, a lot of them, half of them have been with us for 5 months or so. It's a long time. Um, but anyway, let's look at some other things I look at of clan. This doesn't matter. Just to let you know, trophies does not matter when it comes to being a war clan. So being a war clan, it does not matter. You want a trophy push, it's something different. But as a war clan, it does not matter. What matters to me is, and believe me, I learned this along the way, is your top guys, especially Town Hall 8 and below. If you have a clan that's Town Hall 8 and below, your top guys have to be rock solid. Think about it. Let's say you're a clan of 10, okay, and you're Town Hall 7 and below. Your top 5 guys, if they're rock solid, they're the only guys that need to attack. Why? You have 2 attacks each. They wipe out the entire other clan in war. Your bottom 5 don't have to do anything. So that's your core. Your strongest guys up top. You guys up top have got to be your strongest guys. Now, we're lucky in our clan because our middle group is also rock solid. And when you get a rock solid middle core, that makes life much easier for the leaders, whoever's starting war, because I don't have to think about them. My middle's solid, so I know that the only things I have to worry about in a war, whenever I hit that start button, is my top four or five, depending on the size of the war I'm starting, um, guys on the other team. So if I'm starting a war 20 versus 20, I'm only thinking about the top 4 or 5 guys on the other side. That's all I'm worrying about. Number 5 and down is going to be 3-starred because my middle is super solid. My top is solid too, but sometimes we'll interject and put a newer guy up top taking a little bit of chance, but I have the coverage. But I gotta have that solid top, and if you're lucky, you get a solid middle down, and that really makes life really easy. So for me, in my clan now, I only have to worry about the top. I don't even have to think about the bottom. We 3-star, if we do 20 versus 20, number 4 down is going to be 3-starred every time, and in most cases, number 3 down is going to be 3-starred every time without fail. Let me take a look at how I would basically look at recruiting. We got our guys from Global. I know a lot of guys don't like that approach. We got most of our guys from Global, with the exception of Jared's friends. And again, Jared's friends happen to be, out of Clash of Clans, our most solid guys. I mean, that's just how it worked out. But we have other guys in here that are equally as solid that we've gotten that have been with us, for a long time. So basically, if I'm looking at Global, the way I look at anybody is, let me see if anyone requested to join. No, no one yet. We get requests all the time. I don't always go by this. Trophy doesn't always mean that they're a better player. That doesn't mean anything to me at all. As a matter of fact, a lot of the higher trophy players are not as good. But let's just look at this guy, for example. First thing I look at is a profile. So this guy's he's a Town Hall 7. He's got level 1 drag, not level 2. Maybe he's a Town Hall 8, actually. He's got Valks. So this is a guy I just immediately take a pass on. He's a rush. I don't even think about it. Not interested. Not interested. Here, this guy looks like he's probably a Town Hall 7. Doesn't have max drags. He's got lightning up there, so that's good for war. He's got a Barb King. So I look down here. Then I want to look at this number right there. So this is a guy who's only got 62 stars. 62 stars in war for Town Hall level 7. It's not that good. And then I'll look at Spoils of War. So he's only got 2 million of Spoils of War, which isn't so good either. What does that mean? Either he's not been in many wars, which means he doesn't get a lot of loot. He's in a lot of wars, but they lose a lot of wars, doesn't get a lot of loot, or he just doesn't do so well in war. So this is a guy, looking at him from a war standpoint, he hasn't done great. This is not a guy that I look at that shines to the top. Maybe he's just a guy that doesn't like to war. Maybe he's just a trophy pusher. Who knows? But this is a guy from a war clan standpoint. This is not a guy that I necessarily want to jump to. But he is Town Hall 7, and they're easily trainable, because 3-starring in Town Hall 7 is a no-brainer. It's a very simple approach. But that's how I look at guys like that. I'll visit their base. I'll see what their base looks like. Do they have good design strategies, bad design strategies? Not that it's so critical for Town Hall level 7, but again, I look towards the future. I want to see, I want guys to join my clan that are going to work with us for the long haul, not, here today, gone tomorrow, like most of our guys. So I look at structure here, and again, not the best base design. So again, not great war stars, not a great war design. He's actually rushed. He's a Town Hall 8. So this is a guy that I wouldn't walk away from. This is a guy that I would run away from. Anyway, guys, that's a little bit of insight of how I look at things. Good luck.